What's going on, y'all? It's your boy 808LK. Today on 808LK Talks, we're gonna talk about fat shaming. Is it real? Is it necessary? Does it lead to bullying? I wanna make a short video. I've been thinking a lot being in self-quarantine and shit. 808LK, okay. Fat shaming, the action or practice of humiliating someone judged to be fat or overweight by making a mockery or critical comments about their size. Look, I've been thinking a lot about this topic for a long time. It even makes you think as a kid, growing up, you know, how big were you as a kid? Were you one of those fat kids getting bullied in school, or were you a in-shape jock, or all these types of things? Me, I was like in the middle. I wasn't extremely fat. I was slim, but I had a belly and I had some titties, you know what I mean? It wasn't a big deal for me because I knew how to dress, I knew how to move, I knew how to act. I think the number one problem for people around the world when they do judge or fat shame people that are overweight, it's a lot of times the boisterous ones, the ones making it seem like it's cool. So let's break down fat shaming, right? America has an obesity problem. Let's just be honest about it. We all know this. We have fast food chains coming in and tearing us apart, but we love the shit because of all the ingredients that they pump in and process into their meats. We get addicted to that taste, to the French fries at McDonald's here in America. We're addicted to it. It's like 16 ingredients in that shit. You go to UK, same McDonald's, same French fries, it's like 3 ingredients. There's just a different way that we do things, and it's really the cost-efficient, cheap way that's gonna always win. Also, what can keep the consumer coming back? As outrageous as it may seem or sound, a fucking quadruple Whopper, a fucking as much meat, as much bun, as much chicken that we can shove into one box or one plate, they'll do it. But they'll do it also cost efficiently, so that means processing a lot of the stuff. So from McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, you got all of these places that advertise all of this food. I'm guilty of it as well. Shit, I just had McDonald's. We'll go into that in a second. But it's amazing at what they do, how they market from music to pictures to ads. Now let me take that and make the story personal and say, growing up as a kid, my favorite idol was Kobe Bryant. When you're a kid, you're impressionable. It doesn't matter if you think you're this alpha male as a teenager and you're a leader and you don't follow nobody, everybody follows you. You're still impressionable to celebrities, to musicians, to whatever. Anybody that you think has more power, more money, more like material things than you, you'll listen. And not to the point where, you know, you just believe in every word that they say. You'll just start to kind of model your game plan after theirs. Right or wrong, it's just what we do. So, me growing up wanting to be like Kobe made me push, made me drive myself out there in street ball, playing basketball. All I had is that mentality. I just wanted to win. I didn't care if it was a street ball game and other motherfuckers wasn't taking it serious. I was just always competitive. That's one of the main things that he instilled in me. Now let's fast forward and say an impressionable kid listening to rap music. See, I want to cover all bases. I don't want y'all to think I'm just picking on one thing. Covering rap music. And let's just happen to say I live in the inner city. I live in the hood. I'm listening to T.I. coming up. I'm listening to Jeezy. I'm listening to them talking about murder and sell drugs and bitches prostituting and all of that shit. Some people are taking that literally. I was smart enough, with music at least, to know that it was an art form from an early age because my dad was involved in music. But anyway, I know it's an art form. It's just a way of expressing yourself and kind of telling stories of what's going on around you, but maybe not necessarily happening to you. But not everybody's like me as a kid growing up. You can't compartmentalize exactly what's going on. And then maybe a girl, young girl, sees somebody like Lizzo, who's one of the most boisterous people when it comes to this topic. And they say, you know, I'm a little big, but maybe it's okay to be big. Lizzo said it's okay. You know, I get the whole part of fat shaming and where the defense, at least as part of the fat people, is you need to accept us. This is who we are. This is how it is. We're just big. The whole phrase big boned has been thrown away. In the past, growing up as a kid, that was always a thing. Oh, he ain't fat, he's just big boned. Did it run in the family? You know, shit like that. Every day waking up eating rice, being born and raised in Hawaii. Rice, which turns into just complete sugar when it's digested in your body. Shit like that, you know, nobody looked to because that was our diet. That's what we eat. But we still want to come up with the excuse, oh, he's big boned and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so now let's say a little girl is growing up and she sees somebody like Lizzo and she wants to look up to Lizzo. Lizzo's not healthy though. My biggest thing with fat people, and I am a part of your community, so this ain't somebody skinny trying to tell y'all what y'all should be doing with your life. I'm a full-fledged member of the fat community, yo. I go in and out. They call me Oprah. I can be fat 1 month and then I slim down the next month. I've been in sports all my life. Karate as a kid, most flexible I've ever been. MMA training, fighting. I know how to cut, come back up, cut, come back up. Right now I'm in quarantine, so now I'm putting on weight. But I'm a part of the community. So therefore I feel I can speak on it. The debate I have in my head with checking myself on this issue is, okay, you say you don't want your kids to idolize overweight people for being overweight. It's different if you're overweight, but you're some scientist or you're doing something else or you're Biggie. You know what I mean? You're a great rapper and you got fans because of your rapping skills. And people aren't saying, hey, I want to be fat like Biggie. He may have made it cool again, but the goal wasn't to be fat like Biggie. The goal was to rhyme like Biggie, get a deal like Biggie, get on like Biggie, be on every, you know what I mean? Shit like that. You say, okay, you don't want your kids to grow up and idolize overweight people for being overweight. But then you got to flip that and say, okay, do you want your kids idolizing these rappers for talking about drugs and killing people and just doing dumb shit? Do you want them to idolize these basketball players who on the floor are great, but when they get off it, they're talking about they believe in flat earth and just random ridiculousness, right? I say no to all. No to all. But there's a difference though. And I tie it in line with the gay agenda because there is an agenda. There's always an agenda with everything, not just gay people. So when I look at the overweight issue and people want to say we're fat shaming, me personally, I'm speaking for myself, it's not that I'm fat shaming. It's that being overweight is unhealthy. You're going to reach a certain point in your life where you're going to have medical issues. I'm an example of that. You're going to have medical issues. And if you don't get to that point, you're already dealing or living with them and you either know or you don't know about it. But you're going to have some type of medical issues. And you got to ask yourself, okay, let me check myself. Let me go all the way back to rap music and all of that stuff. We're going to have some issues there as well. If he's really taking everything literally that these rappers are saying and he wants to live that life, then yeah, most likely he's going to end up committing a crime. Now, the level of the crime, who knows? But most likely he will. She will. So I tie in that to just always keep a straight line on y'all thinking I'm not coming down on overweight people, on people like myself. Shit, I'm not. It's just, it's not cute. Why do we have to adjust? When I say we, I mean the rest of society, because I look at myself as knowing how to dress for my size. That's a major issue that I find with overweight people. They always want to fit into some small people shit. You not small, bruh. Sis, you not small. Go ahead and cop that extra large 2XL. You can't put on a small medium, and if you do, you're a fool. You're not confident and don't care what nobody think. You look like an idiot. When Lizzo showed up to that Laker game at Staples with the back out, that was nasty. Now people say, oh, what if it was Rihanna or Kendall Jenner? Okay, then it's not nasty anymore to me, because that's my flavor, that's my taste. But it's inappropriate. A lot of people go to games like that. A lot of kids go to games like that. It's just inappropriate for that event. Now, if it's the Grammys, it's all adults in the room. You want to show up on a red carpet, hit it with a nice boom, kill them at the Oscars, whatever. But when she came in with that and then tried to defend it and said you wouldn't have had no problem if a skinny girl came there with her back out, it would have been easier on the eyes. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real, that's what I'm here to do. But it still would have been inappropriate. Kendall Jenner had her ass out at Staples Center, I'll be like, but it's inappropriate though. It don't matter. I know maybe it's hard for you to believe the male's point of view on that, but I'm telling you, it's inappropriate. And it don't matter who it is, it still draws to the line of inappropriate. Now, if you're attracted to it, that's a completely different thing. That's not even a man thing. You got women attracted to women. If you're attracted to that, then you're attracted to that. But don't glorify that. One of the main issues we got in this country, as I said, is obesity. These fast food places, man, they're winning. They're never gonna go out of style. They put themselves in the inner city and they make it so that the wages are low. Shit. 808, okay.